back to My Football Season, Episode 3, the series where I go through my footballing journey and take you guys along for the ride. We ended last episode on a 9-game win streak, taking us top of the league for the first time this season. I also scored a total of 13 goals in the previous episode, so if you did miss that episode, make sure to go check it out, because it was worth it. But on to today, and we start off with an away game, which I usually don't show. However, this one was a special one. Friday night, top of the league clash against Keon Park. Now, I didn't actually have the cameraman at this match. However, I was lucky enough to get my hands on the footage, and as it was such an important game, I thought we'd go through it together. The first half was really intense and cagey. Both teams stuck at 0-0 at half-time. The second half, however, went ballistic. As 10 minutes into the second half, this happened. The ball comes into the middle. I try and flick it on. Don't quite get a really good flick on, but Vinny wins it well, gets fouled, but the ref plays an important advantage. I play the ball up wide to Gio, make a coasting run to the back stick, Gio hits it back to me, and I hit it on the volley, and we bury it to go 1-0 up in a massive game in terms of the title race. I was absolutely losing it as well. This was really important, and at this stage, the game was so tense, it was a massive goal. So another one for your boy, and importantly, in the top of the table clash. 10 minutes later, we had a free kick in a wide area, and I was on it like usual. An in-swinging delivery that was caught by Jared with his outstretched foot and put us 2-0 up in a massive game to extend our lead at the top of the table if we can hold on to this result. Another massive goal from a defender, by the way, and, just quietly, another assist from me from a set piece. We continue the stat padding, come on! Our incredible second half performance wasn't quite done yet. As I got the ball in the midfield, I try a little back heel which didn't come off. However, Harry wins it back, finds me, I chip the ball over to Connor and he could be in. However, he keeps the ball and finds Harry again. I ask for the ball in the midfield, turn, and from 40 yards, with my left foot, my weak foot, smash it in the bottom corner for my second goal of the game. 3-0 total, and we are staying top of the league. Come on! Oh, sorry, you thought I was done? Nah. I switch the ball over to Connor, who keeps the ball well again and finds Nicky in the middle, who turns and pings a ball over the top of the fullback for me. And I have a man at the back stick. However, I'll admit I was hungry. And I smash it into the back of the net for my hat-trick in the top of the table clash to seal a 4-0 second half victory. This was a massive result for us, our 10th win in a row, and we cement our place at the top of the table. First proper match of the episode now, and the games don't get any easier. Since Keon Park lost to us, Watsonia leapfrogged them into second position, meaning tonight is another top of the table clash. This time, obviously, against Watsonia. A huge crowd on a Monday night. This was easily going to be the biggest game of the season. If we won, we go 5 points clear on top of the table, which should probably wrap up the title in our favour. But it wasn't going to be easy. JB on the ball in the midfield and he loses possession. Harry tries to win it back, but they spring an attack out wide on the left. A shot from distance is over the bar, but immediately they had put pressure on us and we knew that this game wasn't going to be easy. There was a real tension going around the stadium at this point. We were all nervous, them included. It was a massive game. Who was going to strike first? Hopefully, us. They have the ball in the midfield here, and they've definitely been the better team so far. We haven't been able to hold possession enough really to build any sort of attack, and we've sort of just been holding on. As the 13 plays in the number 10, Gio nearly gets a good tackle in, cross to the back stick, and the number 11 taps it in. And 7 minutes into the match, we are 1-0 down at home, and he hits it with a little boxing celebration in the corner, and to be fair, it's well deserved. They've been on top the entire time so far, and we're a bit rattled. 1-0 down at home, which doesn't happen often. We need to regroup and flip this scoreline. Not a good start. So far, 1-0 down. I don't think I've touched the ball yet. That's how dominant they've been, and we're just trying to manufacture any sort of chance we can get. We have the ball for probably the first time in the entire match in their half of the pitch as Vinny turns away from the number 23. He does a great little turn and runs towards the line. He's sort of on his own, doesn't have too many options. I'm lurking in the box. He tries to find me. Defender clears it. Falls to me though. Shot! Blocked by the centre back. And I'll tell you what, this one on the day, as I hit it, I was like, oh, it's got to be a goal. I've hit that so cleanly, but the centre back put his body on the line and blocked it well. And Watsonia hold on to their 1-0 lead. But we keep pushing. Our first chance of the game at least gets us a bit of confidence. Free kick in a wide area. Usually I just play on, but I figured let's just get it in the box, try something. Defender tries to clear it. It drops, falls to Jared. And it just pops over the crossbar, that close to getting a bit of a bobbly goal. But I tell you what, if Jared scores again, at this point our defenders are just better goal scorers than the rest of our team. unbelievable scenes. Throwing out wide with Gio, and by now we've started to get a little bit more of a grip on the game. We're still 1-0 down, but getting some more chances and certainly more position on the pitch in their half. As Vinny gets the ball in a nice little pocket, he finds me, I try and shoot, it bobbles out, JB, and another blocked effort. The same centre-back has saved them twice with an unbelievable defensive effort. JB's shot was easily going in. Couldn't believe it at the time, and they stay 1-0 up. But we are back in this game. We just need a goal to get us level. Corner out wide. Can we get a header and equalise? The keeper does well. It was in a dangerous area, but we still are looking for that goal, unfortunately. Gio out wide. Can he cross it in? It's a great ball. Oh, and the defender clears it out for another corner. We are starting to compile the pressure here. Multiple corners back to back. Can we actually put one in the net, please? Free kick out wide. Once again, can we put them under pressure? It's a decent ball from me. Little long, and the keeper deals with it well. Punches it out for a corner, but the pressure's building. The chances are all ours by the end of this first half. We just need to turn one in and get us level. I line the corner up. We need to put some pressure with these crosses. It's a little short from me. Somehow bounces through everyone. There's shouts for handball. I couldn't see much from this angle, but the defender does clear it out for another corner, but the pressure's building. There's no doubt about that. Gianni will whip it in with an in-swinger from the right-hand side. Again, a little bit long. Giro tries to get a header to it. Falls to Vinny at the back stick. He hits it well. And how has that not gone in? It does stay in play though, and Gianni whips it back in. Jared buries it into the top bins. 1-1, and I gotta say, that was coming. I tell you what, Jared is genuinely one of our biggest threats for goal, and he plays centre-back. That is outrageous, but the goal was coming. We deserved it. We're back on level pegging, and can we kick on now and win this game? Come on. Well, we have another corner here on the right-hand side with a left-footed in-swing. And I tell you what, this is corner number 7 or 8 at this point. We really are on top of this game. Keeper drops it, fumbles it, falls to Gio. Can he squeeze it through? He does! 2-1. No. The referee has disallowed it. And to this day, I don't know why. I know that goalkeepers are a protected species, but he never had control on that ball. He was flopping about. He says that he was fouled, but if you watch the replay, there is no chance, in my opinion, that that is a foul. You guys let me know in the comments, but for me, that is incredibly harsh, and I think it's just a trigger-happy ref. When he sees a keeper drop the ball, they instantly go, foul. I don't know about it. At the time, I was skeptical. Now, I'm absolutely certain that that should be a goal, and we should be ahead after a great patch of form. Nevertheless, it's 1-1, and we have to continue. After that controversy, we go into halftime with a 1-1 scoreline. It was a terrible start from us, but we built into the game well, and now we just have to come out in the second half and do even better and get that goal that'll get us the 3 points. Sammy with the ball in hand here, and so far the second half has started pretty tensely. They've brought themselves back into the game a little bit. We are still on the ascendancy as I have the ball. I flick it over to Gianni, who holds it well. The ball's on the ground, it's all scuffled in between a few players, but Vinny comes out with it, drops it to me, I give the reverse ball, and Vinny is in one-on-one. Vinny just drags it. A massive chance in the game to put us 2-1 up. I'm not sure if the keeper got a save. He looked like he might have got a fingertip. Either way, it was going wide. At the time, I didn't realise how big a chance that was. I think the camera angle as well makes it look like an absolute gilt-edged chance. But it was well worked from the boys. Hopefully we can at least take confidence from that and get this second goal. But that could have been the opportunity. As we now move into the last 20 minutes of the game, Watsy have the ball down the line with number 23. He whips it in, it falls to their striker, bobbles around, and then he finishes it into the top bins. And they go absolutely mental. The crowd was losing it. They were very popular on this day. I think it was a Monday night, so a lot of them came to watch. He got a bit lucky. I mean, we've got to say he got a bit lucky. He missed his first shot, dropped to his legs, and to be fair, his second shot was into the top bins. Wow, that changes things. 2-1 down now, and we are fighting to just get a point in this match, let alone the 3. Gianni finds me down the line, and we are fighting desperately to get a late equaliser here. I whip in a left-footed cross, not a bad cross, but Robbie Cosner just couldn't get his header down towards the goal. Half chance, but at this stage, it's pretty much all we're getting to try and find this equaliser. We're starting to feel a little bit down as time is running out. Deep into stoppage time now, and I have the ball in a wide area with a free kick. Sammy has come up. It's a desperate situation. We need a goal. Can I hit a good ball in? It's not bad, but the centre-back flicks it on and away, and that is that. A 2-1 loss at home against second position, meaning we are now second position. What's only a leapfrog us and go top of the league, and with 6 matches left, we have to chase them down. Not the result we wanted from the Watsonia game. However, the next week we were away from home against Thornbury, who were towards the bottom of the table, but it wasn't going to be easy due to their horrible pitch. However, we got a 3-1 victory and took the 3 points home. We stayed second on the table as Watsonia also won their game, but at least we're back on the winning form. Can we continue that at home? Like I said, the next match was back at home, and this time against Moonee Ponds, who earlier in the season we actually beat 5-1 away from home. But they're actually not a bad side. That was a bit of a crazy result, where they actually didn't even play badly. We just managed to score every time we went forward. So we felt like this game was going to be difficult, and after that loss at Watsonia still in the back of our heads, our confidence was still knocked, and we needed something to pick us up. So in this match, I was playing on the right wing, and early on, I noticed that the fullback was standing very close to me. So I decided to start a little tactic. I came inside very close to my striker to give Checkers as much space as possible on the wing. He then decided to whip the balls in all throughout the first half, which really pinned the defence in, and I was setting my plan. A plan that would come into fruition in a few minutes' time. Zoyce has the ball here, tries to find me, but it gets deflected out. JB does find me. My touch is a little heavy and I do lose the ball. They clear it long and Toddy is in a one-on-one physical battle. What can he do here? He absolutely flips him. Shows a bit of muscle. They call a free kick, which to be honest, I don't think it should be a free kick. That was pure muscle from Todd. And that guy went flying, by the way. He nearly did a flip over him. That is what we needed to get us started in this match. Love that from Toddy. Like I said, this match is not going to be easy. We beat them easily away from home, but they're actually not a bad side. And 25 minutes in, it's still 0-0. As Vinny gives the ball out wide to Checkers. And this is where the tactic comes in. He sees the space inside the defender. I take a touch down the line and smash it bottom bins. A lovely finish under the goalkeeper, and even sweeter because I planned it from the second minute. So essentially what I did was I was staying central the entire match so Checkers had a lot of space and the defender would not worry about me behind him, aiming for the fact that eventually there would be space in behind that defender and I could run into it. And when the space opened up, I ran into it. Checkers played a shallow pass, touched down the line, and like always, we smash it into the back of the net. A goal I'm very proud of, and a goal that was needed in a big match. 1-0 to the boys. As we now have the 1-0 lead, the next aim is can we get the second to probably most likely put this game to bed. As Thorny wins the ball in the middle, he plays a delightful ball over top to me and I'm away. Tough, I've got two defenders to beat and I hit him with the fake shot inside. Can I get away from them? Hit another fake shot back on my right foot, smash the shot and the keeper saves it. I tell you what, the aim was directly down the middle of the goal, which wasn't great. However, the ball was moving all over the place, so it still nearly got past the goalkeeper, and they survive, and unfortunately that second goal still eludes us. Ball spits out to their captain, who plays a little shin roller out to the winger, and this player can play, by the way. Scored an unbelievable goal when we played them early in the season. It falls back to their captain, finds the striker, can he shoot? JB and Thorny manage to stop the threat. Now that's great from Thorny, but JB, the defensive midfielder, getting right back onto the penalty spot there to stop them having a shot on goal. Massive effort, big defending from the boys, especially if we're going to hold on to this result. Come on. Like many teams, when Todd is on the pitch, we like to use his long throwing ability, and in this case, he launches one into the box. We unfortunately had no one really to flick it on there, but it falls back to Todd, who hits a lovely ball back to me, and I rise up with the head, and we tuck it away, but it's been disallowed. And I'll be honest, it was fairly disallowed. It was just going over my head, and I did put a little bit of hands on the defender to rise up a little bit and get that header. It was a great finish, but I don't think I would have got there if I didn't use the defender for leverage. So a fair call from the referee. Nevertheless, a decent header. Unfortunately, it doesn't count, so we move on. Really tense game so far. Still 1-0 as the ball spills in the midfield. Gianni running in, and oh my God! That is an outrageous tackle. He's gone up with double studs up. Gianni thankfully is okay. My God! I think he got the ball, but when you're jumping in like that at any stage in the game, there's got to be at least a yellow card. That was outrageous. Thankfully, Gianni's all right. But that goes to show just the intensity of this match. This is not going to be easy. They want this, but we need to want it more. We then went into halftime with a slender 1-0 lead, which at this point really we have to take because we're not playing our best football, so a win is a win at this point. JB with a free kick, launches it into the box. It's well headed away by the centre back and cleared. Only as far as Vinny though, who takes a great touch. Can he hit one? Oh my God, it was a whisker away. So close to going 2-0 up, and to compound our problems, Vinny got injured having that shot, and he then had to come off the pitch. And Vinny, as you've seen, has been on fire this season, so hopefully he's not out for long, because we need him if we're going to win this title. Man, could have gone 2-0 up. Instead, we're only 1-0 up, and we've lost one of our best players. Not a good minute for us. Still 1-0 and things are getting nervy as the ball is played out to their winger, who may have been offside but nothing was called. Can Toddy do something? He wins it brilliantly. Oh, but it somehow bounced back to the winger, who gets in beyond Todd, who sticks a leg out. And unfortunately, a penalty has been given. Todd says he got the ball. This angle looks like a stonewall penalty, but I'm sure on a different angle, maybe you'd be able to, make a better case for him. But nevertheless, a penalty has been given. He was a bit unlucky, really. He won the first tackle well, but the ball bounced straight back to him, and he had to get back up and chase him down. So, not a great situation to be in now. A penalty for them midway through the second half. We can't afford a draw. Wins only. Sammy in net. Can he save it? We have to get a result from this game. He goes the wrong way, unfortunately, and they do score and level it up at 1-1, and we just have to pick ourselves off the ground and go again. We haven't been good so far this game, but we need to get the result however we do it. Often this season, when we've needed a goal, we've turned to a set piece, and in this situation, we have exactly that. Me on a free kick, maybe a little bit too far out to shoot, but believe me, I was thinking about it. But however, I looked into the middle and I saw Jared and Thorny there, and I had to whip it in. And I do, and Jared flicks it on right into the bottom corner and gets us ahead once again. This guy is a goal-scoring machine. I'm telling you, he's a freak of nature. Faulkner are 2-1 up. Come on! What a header that is, by the way. The big flicking, long, curly locks of Jared. Decent ball from me, by the way. We get a little assist there, so that's 1 goal, 1 assist for me. I'm back involved in the goals after 2 matches where I didn't get a goal or an assist. So that's a little side note that I'm happy with. But more importantly, we are back ahead. Come on, baby. Watch this, by the way. About a minute after scoring, the ball spills there. The centre-back clears it and absolutely clatters me. What is that about, by the way? He got there first, that's fine. He cleared the ball. I'm not asking for a free kick for that. But afterwards, he flies in with his elbow, gets me right in the liver, and oh my god, I was out for the count. That hurt like crazy. I had a bruise down the side for the next few days. Took the wind out of me. How can you go into a challenge like that? You've won the ball. Just go away. He's a monster as well. He's huge. I felt every bit of that elbow go into my liver. The ref, of course, just goes, play on, play on. Thankfully, that elbow to the gut was the last bit of pain I was going to endure that day, as we managed to hold on for a huge 2-1 victory at home. Again, we don't go top of the league because Watsonia once again won their game. However, we did what we needed to do, and we just need to hope that we can keep doing that, and maybe, just maybe, Watsonia drop points. Following that important result, we go away from home to Moonee Valley Knights and pick up a 5-1 victory, a comprehensive win where I scored one of my favourite goals I've ever scored. Unfortunately, there's no footage of it, so no one will ever see it. But something very important happened that weekend. Not at our game, but at Watsonia. They were 4-0 up early into the second half, and then conceded 4 goals in 12 minutes to drop points, meaning we are back on top of the table. A massive, massive change to proceedings. 3 matches left in the season. The question now is, can we hold on? 3 games, 3 wins. That is all we need. And next up, we are home against Moreland United. Now, we beat Moreland 7-2 away from home earlier in the season. However, they finished that game with 8 players. 3 red cards. So to be fair, we weren't playing against a full squad. So we didn't know what sort of team would show up today and how difficult this match would be. But the thing we did know is we needed the win, and they actually needed the win to avoid relegation. So it was a huge game on a Monday night. So 20 minutes into this game and absolutely nothing has happened. As the ball gets pinged out to their winger, he tries to turn me, but I win the ball and play it into JB, who keeps the ball back with Toddy. Very tight game so far, 22 minutes on the clock, and literally no attack has happened for either team. Who will strike first in a massive matchup? Gio plays a beautiful ball down the line, and the defender has missed it, and Gianni has it. Can he pick me out in the middle? He does, and oh my god, the keeper saves it. Brilliant ball from Gianni. I was running as fast as I could to get in front of the defender. I do get there, get a really good connection on it. Unfortunately, because I was so desperate to get there, I couldn't aim properly, and the ball hits the goalkeeper in the throat. I don't think he even knew anything about it. But it's our first attack of the game, and we finally get some ascendancy. Can we keep it up and get that important first goal? 7 minutes later, and we have a corner whipped in by me, a good delivery, and Jared just misses the header. It comes off the defender, and the goalkeeper pulls off an unbelievable save. Firstly, I thought Jared probably should have got the header. I think he'll say himself, especially since he scores a goal every game these days. And then the defender somehow nearly scores an own goal. And the keeper, to be fair, pulls off an unbelievable save. It stays 0-0, but now we're firmly on top of this game and we're pushing for that 1-0 lead. 0-0 after 36 minutes, and they are starting to gain in confidence here. We really need a goal sooner rather than later, really just to stop that in its tracks. As the ball falls back to Thorny, who kicks it long on the left foot, unfortunately straight to the defender. But Vinny intercepts it well, and it spills out to Gianni, who cuts inside and gives it back to Vinny. I'm on in the middle. I wanted it, but he gave it out wide to Gianni, who plays a great ball into me, and the keeper, again, an unbelievable save. This time he saved it with his nether region, shall we say. Yeah, it was an unbelievable save. To be fair, I don't think he knew anything about it yet again, but he made himself big and got in my way. I probably should have finished it, but I didn't. And that's 2 big chances, none scored, and it remains 0-0. They have the ball in the midfield here. Stumbled on a little bit and Zeus wins it back. Falls to Harry now. Can we spring an attack? Gianni opens up. Harry plays him, and I'm lurking in the middle. Gianni on the ball, looks to whip it in. I get in front of my man, flick on the header, and we go 1-0 up, and I'm buzzing with that. You know I don't score headers often, although that's 2 headers this season, so maybe I've actually got the heading trait now. Who knows? But it's a lovely flicked on header. It's a great ball by Gianni, and most importantly, we are 1-0 up in the first half. Get in there. They've got a throw in on the far side, 43 minutes into the game, so nearly half time. The number 8 finds the fullback who I pressurise. He touches it in and Vinny plays me down the line and we're away. Gianni's running to the back stick, but the number 6 sees him, cuts off. I hit a fake shot inside, left foot, bottom corner, 2-0 to the boys. Second goal of the match for me, and that is a massive end to the first half for us. A huge goal in terms of the title race. 2-0 up, and we needed that. Get in there. This goal I was really proud of, to be honest. Early on, I could have tried to play Gianni at the back post, and then I saw the number 6 sort of backing off a little bit, and I thought, screw it. Let's fake shot inside, leave that defender, and tuck it away with my weak foot for my second goal of the game. That is now a header and a weak foot goal. All I need is a right-footed goal, my normal foot, to get a perfect hat-trick. Can we do it in the second half? We do, of course, go into half-time with a 2-0 advantage, which was huge considering it was 0-0 36 minutes into that match. Can we continue in the second half and push on towards the title? Free kick for them out wide. We're still 2-0 up, so not too worried, but we do want to defend this. Not a great ball, but it falls to the number 6, and Sammy pulls off an unbelievable save. But to be fair, it has been smashed in by the number 8 on the rebound. An incredible finish after a ridiculous save from Sammy. And it's back to 2-1. We don't need this nerves in such a big game. Can we just put it to bed? So the score's at 2-1 as we kick off after that goal. Harry drives through the midfield, finds Vinny, who finds me out wide, and I play a 1-2 down the line. Can he get anything from it? A throw in out wide. So we've got possession of the ball at least. Can we just now slow the game down, try and maybe get a goal, or at least not concede a goal? We go once again with the long throws of Toddy, who's become a bit famous for it in the last few matches. We got a goal from it last time. Can we get one now? Which would be a massive response to going 2-1. Flick on, falls to the edge of the box, and I'm there, left foot, half volley, and we have a hat-trick. A minute after conceding, we've gone back ahead, and your boy's got his 3rd hat-trick of the season, and I'm buzzing with that because we were so nervous after conceding there. 3-1 gives us that little bit of breathing space that we can now push on to the end of the match with. Get in there. Another left foot finish, by the way. The number 9 tries to spring a counter-attack, but there's no real option for them, so he plays it back to the midfielder, who sees the striker and smashes a long ball over Jared. What a touch by the number 3. Chips Sammy, gets a flick on it, but it does find the back of the net. And just like that, game on again, 3-2. And what is going on at the start of this second half? It's goals galore. Can we just settle and get the 3 points? Oh my God. Free kick for them in the midfield. Please do not score and make it 3-3. It falls to the back stick with the number 20, and he scuffs it. And Sammy got there, and the number 3 has just stamped out of him with his studs up. And honestly, if you put VAR on that, he's probably getting sent off at any other level in higher football. The referee didn't see much, gives him a yellow card, but that is honestly, well, to be fair, it's what this team does. They got 3 red cards last time we played them, so he's come on the pitch about 5 minutes ago, scored, probably should have got sent off, but only gets a yellow card. But it's all happening in this match. At the very least, they are up for it. Can we just hold off the pressure and get the 3 points? Toddy has the ball out wide, plays it back to Jared, into JB, who flicks it towards Harry, loses it, gets there though, and gets clattered by the number 3 again. The referee did see it. You couldn't probably see it on the camera too much, but the referee saw it, let us play on until the play stopped, and actually sent off the number 3 for a second yellow. God knows what he was doing. He's come on about 10 minutes ago, scored, and then just gone on a rampage trying to get sent off. And 10 minutes after coming off, he succeeded and got his marching orders, and we now not only have a goal advantage, but a man advantage once again. And this team has had 4 red cards against us in one season. Has that ever happened before in football? Tell me, because that's genuinely some sort of record. There was a bit of break in play as JB was getting some treatment. He got absolutely clattered there. I don't think I've ever seen a player want to get sent off more. So that was an interesting one, but that's a massive advantage for us. Low-key a good thing as long as JB is okay. Similarly to when we were away from home, we are now on top of the game considerably as the ball falls to Gianni, and he absolutely smashes that in. The cameraman couldn't even catch it in time. He cleanly hit that volley. We now have a 2-goal advantage, and once again, the red cards make a massive difference in this game, and we take a 2-goal lead, which would hopefully see us out for the rest of the match. Despite being down to 10 men, they are keeping the ball pretty well here as we try and pressure them. Ball gets played back to their number 6, who opens up, tries to find the winger, but it's intercepted by Scopper, who sees me and plays me in one-on-one straight away. Can we get our 4th goal of the game? I'm away, one-on-one, chip, crossbar. Oh my God. I tried to chip the keeper. I actually chipped it pretty well, just too much power, and I don't get my 4th goal of the match. That would have been an all left foot hat-trick plus a header. So I was fuming about that. We'll just have to go again and try and get that 4th, but damn it. I needed to finish that, man. Luckily for me, I didn't have to wait long to get another look at goal, as they were still trying to play out from the back with 10 men, so we were setting traps. And as this ball got played out to the centre-back, he took a heavy touch, which Scopper jumped on. And I'm sitting there in the middle. I was asking for it straight away, but Scopper lined him up, took it outside, played a great ball into the middle, and me one-on-one. This time, we bury it for not only the 4th goal, but a perfect hat-trick. Right foot, left foot, header, and another left foot just for the drive home. We have 4 goals in the game, which this season now means I've scored a hat-trick, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I've gone 1 to 5 in one season, which is something relatively rare, I think, in football. So I'll take that. Another goal for us. That is 5-2 on the night, and another great day for me on an individual standpoint. But again, most importantly, that's 3 points guaranteed towards the title. Come on. And with that goal, we wrap up the match? No. Harry gets the ball, plays it out to me, and we're not done yet. One-on-one with the defender. I nutmeg him, go into the box. Can I score? Can I find a pass? Through the defender again, and Gianni gets his 2nd of the game. A double nutmeg assist from your boy. A lovely finish for Gianni for his 2nd goal of the night, and it's topped off another wonderful result. A 6-2 victory at home, which keeps us top of the league. And this time, yes, that is how the match ended. Come on, baby. What a result. And with that result, we stay top of the league by 1 point with 2 matches remaining. It is now firmly a 2-horse race between us and Watsonia. All we have to do is win our last 2 matches and we secure the title. On a personal note, I now have 26 goals and 17 assists in 18 matches, which is easily the best season of my life with 2 matches remaining. Can I push to 30 goals and maybe even 20 assists? We'll see how we go. I am currently still top of the Golden Boot charts, and by this point, I don't think anyone's catching me, so it's pretty much completely focused on getting these 2 wins to seal the title. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in what will be a massive next episode.